Okay, hey guys, so happy Friday. I just want to get on here really quickly and I'm going to talk about my minimalism journey. If you've been following me, I've been on this journey to have less. Now, my goal isn't necessarily to be an extreme minimalist. I just want to have less. I felt myself just being overwhelmed by all the stuff in our house and I wasn't able to focus. So I started on this journey to get rid of stuff and to live more on less, okay? So before we get started, if you haven't been following me, I am Leanne and I am part of a premium wine tasting club and I teach women how to build a business online by sharing wine. And also, if you are watching the replay, go ahead and drop hashtag replay in the comments. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am a mom. My son is 3 years old. And about a year ago, I was working less, and so I was home a lot more. And I just started to feel a little bit overwhelmed. I felt like my days at home were just being spent picking up after the house, and I just felt stressed out all the time. I felt like this is all I'm doing is just picking up after the house all the time. And I just felt like, okay, we have way too much stuff. And when I came across another mom online, she shared how she decluttered her whole house, and she has like 3 or 4 kids, and she was saying how she felt so relieved, she felt more present, she was able to spend more time with her kids and not worry so much about the house being a cluttered mess. So I got plugged in with the community, and it was just amazing. A lot of people were just sharing in there the things that they were doing. They would show like before and after pictures of rooms that they would change and stuff they would get rid of. So I said, okay, you know what? I think I need to try this. So I decided to start with my closet first because I knew that there were a lot of clothes in there that I haven't worn in years. There were clothes that had tags on them that I never wore and I probably was never going to wear. I just remember feeling overwhelmed with the mounds of laundry that I would do all the time. And so I said, okay, I need to start with the closet, get rid of a few clothes, donate them, give them away. And I remember I got rid of probably like, I don't know, maybe 30 to 40% of the stuff in my closet. And I automatically felt a relief. I felt like, okay, I don't even miss the clothes after I gave them away. I thought I was gonna miss the stuff, but I didn't. So I got rid of it, and then I started moving from room to room. And so that's how it's got me where I am now. I'm still on the journey. I'm still constantly going through rooms. I go through stuff probably every 2 to 3 months and just start getting rid of more stuff, little things that we don't need. So I'm gonna share my tips if you wanna get started on decluttering your house. So number 1 would be to start small. So like me, I started with my closet. If, getting rid of a lot of clothes is too hard for you initially, maybe just pick 5 shirts, 5 pants. I don't know, something that you know that you don't wear anymore. If it has holes in it, if it's dated, get rid of it. Why are you keeping it? It's okay. I'm pretty sure once you get rid of it, you probably won't miss it. And then 2, get rid of junk, and if you have kids' toys. So this was a big one. So I would go through the closets and I would go through the drawers, and I realized that there was a lot of junk. There was like double of things. There were things that were broken, things that were expired and just sitting in the house, and I'm like, I don't even understand why we have all this stuff in here. So I started getting rid of junk. As far as my kids' toys, I would put away a couple of toys in the closet that I knew that he would still play with, and then there were some that I donated because he honestly wasn't even playing with all the toys. This last Christmas and his birthday, he got a lot of gifts, like way too many gifts, and I don't have control over that because people want to give him gifts. So what I did was I let him pick out toys that he really wants to play with right now, and I put away about 2 or 3 toys that he didn't open, and I'm keeping them in the closet until he's ready to open them, and when he does, I'll swap them out. So they're not all piled up in his toy box. And honestly, right now, he doesn't even, he actually tends to play with more of his toys when there's less that's out available for him. So yeah, and then cleanup is so much more quicker. He loves to help me clean up because it doesn't take too long. He doesn't have so many toys out. And then the third tip would be to start in the kitchen on the counters. If you have appliances on there that you don't use every day, or that you know you haven't used in a while, maybe put them away somewhere. I feel like when you don't see so much on the counters, you don't feel as overwhelmed, and it seems a lot easier and quicker to clean off your countertops. And if you have doubles of like kitchen gadgets, which we did, or if they're really old and you don't use them anymore, get rid of them or give them to somebody that might need it. And then number 4, so be intentional when you buy something. So anytime I buy something, I ask myself a couple of questions before I bring it into our home. Now, I can't say I'm always good at this, but I do try. I do try to think about it a lot better than what I was before. So first question I'll ask, do I really need it? Do I have something that is similar to this? And if I do bring this in and I have something similar to it, can I swap it out? So meaning anything that I bring into the house, then something has to go. So if it's like a shirt, there has to be another shirt that has to go. If it's, I don't know, a toy or just something like a pillow or something, if there's something that I'm gonna swap it out for, that way I'm not accumulating more stuff. Now that brings me to number 5, which is I go through every 2 to 3 months. I'll go through a room and see what we have accumulated. Because I said I'm not the best at swapping things, but I'll go through each room and every few months to check what else I can get rid of. And then 6 would be to join Facebook groups. There are a ton of groups dedicated to minimalism. I feel like it's like this movement. I think especially if you're a mom, this could be really beneficial. And people give amazing tips. I mean, that's pretty much where I get all of my tips, and I absolutely love it. So if this was of value to you, go ahead and comment, like, or share, or tag somebody in the comments that you think would use this information. All right, I hope you guys have a great weekend.